This is Jeremiah 20 and 2 and 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? I like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Holoyim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Amawan back at you with another lesson and going into this title, all right, concerning the multitude born in vain, all right, degenerates. So going back to what I was just reading, all right, the Lord has planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. Yeah, because the Lord has chosen us, Israel, Yasharallah, to be his chosen people, his peculiar treasure, all right, which means it's its valued property. Okay. But the thing is, the Lord has made us the salt of the earth. All right. As a matter of fact, let me grab that. Let me grab this real quick. He has made us the salt of the earth. But what does it say? If the salt has lost its savor, right? What good is it? What good is it? All right. This is Matthew 5 and 13, and it says, "Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men." You see, so the Lord had made us that noble vine, all right, but we ended up falling off and falling away from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And because of that, we're good for nothing. You see, we were good for nothing at one point. Now the Lord is, raising up his elect, all right, and he will find mercy and give them life through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai through this word, all right. But at the end of the day, our people, all right, are the chosen people of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, what does it tell you? And let's grab that real quick in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. All right, this is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh," who? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. It says, "For thou art holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth." You see, so the Lord had chosen us to be that peculiar treasure. And when he sees our people doing wickedly, man, he looks at us like, damn, I made these people for good for nothing. You see, that's what it means that, we was that noble vine, but we were stripped away from that and we became degenerate plants, as it tells you in Jeremiah 4 and 22. All right, "For my people are sottish children." You see, they are foolish. That means to be stupid. They're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. And this is why they have become that degenerate plant, because they have followed after the ways of the heathens. All right, and they have totally fell back from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the point where they don't even have knowledge of their own culture, of their own power. And that's why the Lord has said in Hosea 4 and 6, all right, "Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee." You see, because our people have the zeal for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but not according to knowledge. You see, and because they have rejected the knowledge, the Lord is going to reject them in those days, and he's been rejecting them ever since. All right, this is why they become that degenerate plant. To be degenerate, man, is to be nothing. Okay, as a matter of fact, that word degenerate, definition of degenerate, all right, it says having lost the physical, mental, and moral qualities concerning normal and desirable, showing evidence of decline. Yeah, We show the decline of our nation by doing the things of the heathens, man, by turning away from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So therefore, we have lost our physical, our mental, and our moral qualities that we have with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which He has given to us in these scriptures, in this book. All right, this is your manual to follow by. And the Lord said, if you follow by these, right, you should live. Okay, so our people are walking amongst the congregation of the dead because their mind is dead to the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, it says lacking some property, order, or distinctness of structure previously or usually present. Yeah, we have lost the order that the Lord has given us. We have lost that structure. Okay, there is no more structure in Israel. See, that structure is being built back up because the Lord is raising up His elect. He's raising up His prophets. Okay, but the fact of the matter is that you look out of every 10 Israelites, or let's just say out of every 100 Israelites, you see one that's doing the will of the Lord, man. The rest of these people don't care, don't bother to care about it. You see? Shalom, brother. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. All right, this is Isaiah 5:4. It says, what could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I look that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes. Yeah, you see, brought up the wild grapes. See, we're supposed to be that cluster, all right, that pure cluster onto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. When something grows wild, all right, that means it's just growing in its own way, in its own path, basically. That's what our people have done over and over and over again, walking in their own ways, you see? And many are deceived by their own vain opinions of thinking how life should be, how life should be, trotted at the end of the day. All right, it's not about what you want to do. It's about what the Lord has given us in this book to follow by. Okay. And as long as you continue to keep following after the ways of death, which is what? Sin, following after the pleasures of this world. All right. You're going to always remain that degenerate plant. You see, it says, and now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down. You see? And that's what happened to our people. Eventually, we lost our culture. We lost our heritage. We lost everything, man. We lost the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We lost ourselves. You see? The Lord said that they haven't forsaken me. They have forsaken themselves, man. You did it to yourself. Okay? There's no one to blame other than yourself in this truth, man. Because when you don't blame yourself, you're not taking accountability. All right. And accountability is one of the main things for the first steps for you to gain this knowledge in the fear of the Lord, man, is having accountability to what you did. And our people, all right, they constantly try to hide from accountability and try to find ways to, cover up their shame. All right. But you're not covering it up at all. You can't hide from the angels of the Lord, man, the eyes of the Lord. They're constantly recording everything that's going on. Right. This is Jeremiah 15:6. It says, thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord Yahweh. Thou art gone away backward. And therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee, and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting. You see? And the Lord is going to do it because the Lord wanted to do it all the way back in Genesis, all the way in the beginning of time, where it had repented him that he had made man because man's thoughts were continually evil. Imagine how much more now that we have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. We have become that literal degenerate plant. Okay. It says, and I will fan them with a fan in the gates of the land. I will bereave them of children. I will destroy my people since they return not from their ways. You see, plain and simple, man. All this talk about the Lord is love. This is why churches skip over these precepts, man, because then people going to ask questions. What does that mean? Who's that pertaining to? And that's pertaining to the nation of Israel, man. You have to remember 2/3 of our people, all right, are going to die at the end of the day, man. Let's grab that real quick. This is Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick since the brother gave me a precept to think of. This is Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. All right. So how is it that two animals are able to, know their place and understand who their master is, but our people can't? It says a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Okay, that's what our people are. All right, a sinful nation. They are constantly, all right, loaded with the burden of guilt. All right. It says children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken anymore? You see, and that's the thing. Why should we continue to tell these damn devils the same thing over and over again? All right. At the end of the day, why do you continue to, like it says right here, why do you continue to invite punishment? See, our people love the punishments that the Lord gives us, man. Because if you didn't, all right, you will fear the Lord and you wouldn't do half of the things you do. All right, because you living in pleasure and you don't care about anything but your pleasures. All right, that's why they're loaded with all those sins. Okay, and that's why they will continue to revolt, as the scriptures say right here. It says, you will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even onto the head, there is no soundness. Yeah, they have no truth. All right, to be sound is to have this wisdom. The Lord gave us the spirit, not the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. Okay. It says, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed up, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. All right. And the ointment is what? The bandages is this truth. This truth is what cures and heals you. Okay. We are sick in the head and just as good as dead when we don't have the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So the only way you can come back to the life is through your spirit being quickened. All right. Through Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, now let's grab what I wanted to grab in Zechariah 13:8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of our people gonna die. 2 out of every 3 Israelites are going to be destroyed out here. Only 1 of them are going to make it to the elect. All right. That's what that 1/3 is. Okay. That's going to be left. And they're going to be tried in the fire, which it says here. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name and I will hear them and I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my God, my power. Okay. So plain and simple, 2/3 of our people are going to go, man. All right, let me grab this. This is 2nd Ezra's. Real quick. This is 2nd Ezra's 9. And let me grab it from I'll take it from 21:20. It says, so I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and I have kept me a grape of the cluster and the plant of a great people, and that's the elect. That's who the Lord is dealing with in these times, man. All right, he's not dealing with anybody else other than the elect. The Lord right now has no respect for any of these people out here, man, other than the elect. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. So the Lord himself basically letting you know that, hey, man, let this place, let these people die in their own iniquity. All right, because the scriptures say what? All unfaithful is going to die in their unfaithfulness. So for you to be unfaithful is for you to not believe in the Lord, right? And you're just as good as, that multitude that's born in vain. Okay. It says, and let my grape be kept, the elect, and my plant. You see, the true vine, the true noble vine is going to be the elect, those that were created, predestined from the beginning of time, man, to be part of that elect. It says, for with great labor have I made it perfect. All right. The Lord has created them with his labors. All right. And on top of that, you know, the labor of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, this word, this beautiful word that he has given us. That's why we are made perfect, because we have this word. All right. This word is, again, what heals you and makes you perfect. All right. You can't sacrifice your body as a living sacrifice if you ain't got this word. You see, it will make no sense. Okay. So it says, nevertheless, if thou wilt yet seize, oh no, that was the point. That was the point. All right. So he basically telling them, we're gonna have to let the multitude born that are born in vain perish away. All right. This is why you should not be concerned with the multitude, which it tells you that in the last chapter. All right. Before the 9th, the 8th. Let's grab that. This is Second Ezra 8, and let me find it real quick. There you go. I'll start from 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. All right. And that's going to be all these 2/3, because all these 2/3 are prideful as hell, man. Okay. That's why they departed from their maker to begin with, for being so proudful. All right. You wanted to follow after the ways of Esau. Scriptures say that you are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. All right. So the Esau shows his pride, and that's how America is, man. That's how the rest of these 2/3 are. They all show nothing but pride. All right. Towards Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And pride is hated before Yahweh and man. All right. And by that, one does commit constant iniquity. Okay. Habitual iniquity. All right. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. You see, this is why you work out your own salvation. It tells you right here, but understand thou for thyself. Okay. And to seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open. So whoever can receive this word and it resonate with your spirit, all right, the Lord is telling you, unto you paradise is opened, and the tree of life is planted. The elect is going to be planted in righteousness. All right, the number one plant being Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, because everything's going to be after the order of Yahweh Shai. Right, and it says, for unto you paradise is open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared. Okay, and it's been prepared. All right, it's been prepared from the beginning, if you really think about it, because the Lord declared the end from the beginning. Okay, and everything is all predestined, so it was already working in our favor, man. It says, plentiness is made ready, a city is builded. You see, and that's what we look for, man. That city that is builded, that's the kingdom. All right. Yeah, and before you make that kingdom, we're gonna have to go through a load of hell out here, man. All right, it tells you that, as a matter of fact, one chapter back. Let's go back one. This is 7 and 7, the second Ezra's. All right, it says the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall. This dangerous place is America, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. All right, which is beautiful, because that's showing you balance of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Water and fire go hand in hand, hand in hand. Okay, it says a one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Okay, again, this is why you work out your own salvation, man. All right, this is your path that the Lord has, set before you. Okay, for you to walk. Are you going to be able to endure that walk, or are you going to give up? It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never passed the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? You see? So through the kingdom, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom, as the scriptures tell you, right? So now let's go back to the second Ezra 8. All right, back at 51 was 52. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plentiness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yet perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. All right. And that's what we want. We want to forget this place, man. We want to forget all the hells we have gone through in this place. And call Elohim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah that we really truly ain't gonna have no remembrance of this place, man. Okay. The only way the Lord's gonna put a certain remembrance into our mind is when we have to get busy, man. All right, when we gotta be, when we gotta serve these devils, serve them double. Okay, they're gonna drink double of that cup. So the Lord gonna put a certain spirit on us to be able to, get down, nitty and gritty with these damn devils. Okay. But continuing, it says, sorrows are past, and the end is showed, and in the end is showed the treasure of immortality. Okay, and that end is being shown now, man, because the only treasure of immortality we have is this kingdom. You see, there's nothing left in this place, man. This is not our rest, as the scriptures tell you, man. So you can't be setting your affections on the things down here. You got to set your affections on the things above, right? And it says, and therefore ask no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. All right. And we're not going to ask any questions because we know they're through. All right. How the Lord is going to deal with them, how the Lord is going to deal with their degeneracy. All right. Let it be on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. We ain't got no time to be worrying about these damn devils, man. We're working out our own salvation. Why the hell am I going to worry about the next man that ain't going to bring you salvation? You see? You're worrying about the next person that's not going to benefit you in this walk. It says, for when they have taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, and said in their heart that there is no God, and that knowing they must die. Okay? And that's what's coming to these people, man. A whole lot of death, because their unfaithfulness is going to bring them to death. You see, all unfaithful going to die in their unfaithfulness. All right. Now, let me grab this real quick. That just popped up in my head. This is Lamentations. Lamentations 4:1. It says, how is the gold become dim? You see? We are considered as the gold unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is our people becoming that degenerate plant once again. Okay. It says, how is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? You see? Showing that our people have lost, all right, that there were once that holy seed, that perfect seed, but going into that nigger culture, all right, and going into degeneracy, they have lost that gold, man. You see? That's why the scriptures say, how's it go? If Bubba Shaw, brother, could put it up, where it talks about how there's very little dust cometh from them, little bit of dust. Bubba Kushaw, brother, could put that. It says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness. Yeah. All right. The sons have become degenerates. All right. They're in the corner of every street corner. All right. Thinking that they just straight hustlers all day long. All right. Wasting their life and wasting their breath. And then you got the women that are just, they're as bad as the sea monsters, man. They have become cruel like the ostriches, it says. All right. The ostrich don't care about his eggs. All right. The ostrich will make a little divot, put his eggs in there, and he'll forget that he got them there, and he'll go do whatever he wants. He'll step on them. All right. He'll leave them there, and then another beast comes and takes them away. Same thing with our people, because there is no guidance in the household. First with the father, second with the mother. All right. That's why they're easily drawn to go off. All right, because there's none of our people there bringing them that bread, giving them that life, which is this word. They're just constantly feeding them philosophy and nonsense. All right, and basically nigger culture to the point where you see that the thief comes and takes you away, which is who? Esau. Esau. If you have no guidance, all right, it's easy for you to fall into the hands of Esau on this side. You know. But let me see if a brother puts that up. Let me grab it. Little. Yeah, that's where it is. This is a second Ezra. I was just on it too. This is second Ezra 8. I'll take it from the first one. It says, and he answered me saying, the Most High Yahweh has made this world for many. Okay, this world, the one we live in right now, sitting in the shadow of sitting in the valley of the shadow of death, America. All right, this world was created for many. That's why you have 8 billion people on this damn earth right now, because this world right here was created for many, but the world to come for few. You see, only the elect is going to make that. It says, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. You see, meaning that you're not going to find nobody out here in this society with faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah or wanted to do his will. It's going to be very few. When you take 8 billion and then you take the elect that's going to be saved, we don't know what that number is, but out of 8 billion people on earth, okay, the Lord might take a few million. That's it. All right, that's a little number compared to what was already on earth, man. All right, so you know this place is made more of mold, as it says, than of actual, you know, dust of gold. He referred it to dust as gold. You're not even a full bar of gold yet. Okay, we're gonna be that full bar of gold when we become what? When we come to the kingdom, when the law, statutes, and commandments are in our inward parts, because we're gonna be what? We're gonna be made perfect unto the Lord. You see? So this world to come is made for few. Many are called and few are chosen. Right? It says there be many created, but few shall be saved. Call Elohim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, we are those, you know, we are of that multitude to be saved. Okay. Now let's go back to Lamentations 4, right? And 1, I'll read it again. It says, how is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? Even the sea monsters draw out the breasts. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children as bread, and no man breaketh it onto them. You see, and when I think about that, I think about how because the degeneracy of our people, all right, again, our children are starving out here, man, to become righteous. They're starving to be what they're really supposed to be, man, royalty. Okay, but because our people have gone off, all right, and these parents in these days, they don't even want to parent their own children. All right, their children don't know this truth, man. They don't know of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah because their fathers and mothers have grown so far away from this truth. Okay, see what brothers got over here. This is Zephaniah 1 and 12. It says, and it shall come to pass that at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees. Yeah, the ones that's taking it as a joke, the ones that think this is nothing important, that's who the Lord gonna come and show you how important this truth was, man. You were sitting there laughing and scoffing and mocking the prophets, all right? But the Lord said that when the Lord come back, that's when we're gonna be, you know, we're gonna be exalted. when the Lord comes back, man. That's when we're gonna know that our works here were done in righteousness toward this truth, man. And it's gonna shine. We're gonna be saved right in front of you. This is why they're gonna look at us with the strangeness of our salvation, man. When they see us getting beamed up in them chariots and they see a missile about to hit them, all right, imagine what's gonna run through their head. Neither will he do evil. Salaki, it says, and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Yeah, that's all you damn, Christians and Catholics, everybody that's caught up in religion other than your true culture. Okay, you are the ones that are saying, oh, the Lord's not going to do good or he's not going to do evil, because you don't even believe that the Lord exists. Here it is, y'all caught up in religion, and even the religion you're caught up, you don't even feel you fully believe in that shit. Because let's just say if what they believed in was the truth, right? You still ain't following what's written in your scriptures. You see? So they don't even believe their own religion. Okay? That's why religion is what? It goes back to the Greek word religio, which means to bind or oppress you. That's all it's been doing, is had us bind and oppressed, all right? From what is truly our culture. Okay, it says, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses of desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh. Thy mighty men shall cry there bitterly. You see, all these so-called tough guys, they're gonna be brought down to the lowest point ever. You're gonna go from being Mr. Tough to being Mrs. USA in 2 seconds, man. You see, it says, Isaiah 10:21, the remnant shall return. You see, the remnant. The Lord said that I have 7,000 men reserved that shall not bow the knee down to Baal. All right, which that 7,000 doesn't literally mean 7,000. It means a complete number of people, man. The elect is going to be that remnant that's not going to bow down to Baal. It says, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. And that's what we want, man. We want this place to overflow with righteousness, because every day that you walk out of your house is a vexation of the spirit, man. You got that feeling in your gut like, oh man, I hate this place, man. I can't just wait till this place to be done for. You see? Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shah Barakatah. All right. This is Jeremiah 15:1. Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. You see, the Lord was always pissed off with our people. Our Lord was trying to destroy our people when the Lord was giving Moses the law, statutes, and commandments on the top of the mountain. Right? And what did Moses do? Moses had to beg for our people not to be destroyed, man. Because he said, what was the point of us being saved out of Egypt if you're going to destroy us now? All right. But now that I think about it more, now I understand why the Lord wanted to destroy this place. Because this place is, our people are stiff-necked, man. Hard-headed like crazy. You cannot, you tell them the same thing over and over and over again, and they still give you the same carnal result. You know? That's why they have to go. That's why they have to be put to death to actually learn. You see, they have to walk in the kingdom ashamed. Okay? This is Jeremiah 15:2. And it says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such are for death to death, and such are for the sword to the sword, and such are for the famine activity. All right, and that's always going to be those 2/3, man. Okay, that's why it's weird. These 2/3 be happy with their life, living in pleasure, but meanwhile they're going through all types of hell on this side, and they don't have no understanding to it, man. That's why the scriptures say that the wicked shall not understand, but the righteous shall understand judgment. See, we understand it 100% of why it's happening, man. Because of the wickedness and iniquity you walk in, that you constantly breathe and it seeps out of your pores. Okay? So now let me grab Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter. Actually, the 4th chapter, I believe it is. Maybe 1 second, it's loading up. I thought it was loading up. Got to back out of it real quick. Hold on. There we go. This is Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 1. It says, better it is to have no children. All right. And why is that? Because in these times, it ain't the right choice to have children. Now, we know that children are of the Lord. All right. So it's a blessing when you do get children. Okay. But when it's coming from the multitude that's going to perish in vain, there ain't no blessing there, because all you making is degenerate plants. All you continually keep making is a bunch of filthy, disgusting monsters. Okay, that love doing that love their filthiness. All right, and they love spreading it on to the next filthy ass person. So it's better for you not to have children in these days, man, because nothing in this society is right. This is not a place for a child to grow, man. Okay, your child growing in this society, man, is you're just gonna be warped with all types of different philosophies and sins. All right, and things to make you turn from your maker. It says, better it is to have no children and to have virtue, for the memorial thereof is immortal, because it is known with Yahweh and with men. When it is present, men take example of it, and when it is gone, they desire it. It weareth a crown and triumpheth forever, having gotten the victory, striving for undefiled rewards. You see? So that's what we want to be doing, man. Striving for this truth, presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice, right? And wanting the rewards to come other than the rewards of this side, which is those undefiled, which are those defiled rewards, man. You know, pleasures of sin for a season that's going to destroy you. But we go for the undefiled rewards. Okay? As a matter of fact, let me see. I'm thinking of another scripture real quick. Where is it? I think it's 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter. Nah, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, no, as a matter of fact, I do want it. Yeah. This is 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. Point is at 25. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man, this is the point, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible crown. You see? That's them undefiled rewards, man. Okay? They do it for the corruptible crown, which is defiled rewards. Rewards is just going to defile you more and more. Okay? Now, it's lucky. Going back to Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter, right? And 2, I'll read it again. It says, when it is present, men take example at it, and when it is gone, they desire it. It weareth a crown and triumpheth forever, having gotten the victory, striving for undefiled rewards. But the multiplying brood of the ungodly shall not thrive. You see, that's why they're not going to make it into the kingdom. That's why they're going to be destroyed on this side, man, because they're not going to thrive. All right. It says, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation. They cannot lay a fast foundation. They can't even receive this word. So what foundation are they going to be able to lay down, man? Other than the foundation of wickedness that's going to lead to your destruction. You see? It says, for though they flourish in branches for a time. Yeah, and that's the thing. They keep multiplying one after another. one after another. And it's like, damn. That's why it makes us all feel like we damn wicked as hell, because it's just so much wickedness amongst our people that it's almost like impossible to find which ones are the true, followers of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? It says, for though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not last, they shall be shaken with the wind. Going back to what the brother had just, that last precept. All right. Some are going to be numbered for death. Some are going to be numbered to the sword. Some are going to be numbered to the famine. Some to the captivity, whatever. Okay. It's all because what? They're growing and constantly spreading more wickedness upon the earth. They're helping multiply the wickedness to this place. So it says, for though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not last, they shall be shaken with the wind. See, the missiles is gonna be waiting for them. You see, thermonuclear missiles is gonna be waiting to hold their hand. It says, they shall be shaken with the wind, and through the force of the winds they shall be rooted out. The imperfect branches shall be broken off. You see, the imperfect branches. All right, we're supposed to be that tree that continues to keep growing. All right, so when we see something dead amongst that tree, all right, you have to what? You have to prune it out. You got to cut it out. All right, so that the next branch that comes in takes its place and it grows out, perfect onto that noble vine. All right, it says, and the imperfect branches shall be cut off, their fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat. Yeah, meat for nothing. You see, they were basically created for nothing, man. You just a waste of breath out here. All right, and for that to come out, out of the Lord's mouth, man. Hey, man, that's something to take heed of, because you are His chosen people, His valued property, His valued treasure. And look how He's speaking to you, man, because you have turned away from Him so far. So it says, the imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat. Yeah, meat for nothing. For children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses and wickedness against their parents in their trial. You see, and what did the Lord said that this place, He had a controversy with the land of Israel. All right, because let's grab that. This is 4:1. Hear the word in Hosea. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For the Lord Yahweh has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. By swearing, lying, and killing, and stealing, and this is the main one I want, committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. You see? Sin upon sin. All right, the Lord has, one of the main things the Lord has a controversy with Israel is that our women are harlots, our men are adulterers, man. All right, this whole generation is full of adultery. Okay, so a lot of these children are children begotten of unlawful beds, man. They were created in sin. They were not created in purity. You see? And you can tell when someone is basically a test tube baby by the way they, first you got to look at the parents. All right. And then once you look at the parents, the rest is history, because like the scriptures say, as is the mother, so is the daughter. All right. So it's the same thing for the man. All right. The way you're supposed to be a king, you're supposed to be a man set in order. If you set order in a false way, all right, well then, hey, your children is going to grow up in that type of order. All right. Which is not the order of the Lord. You see? So it says, for children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial. But though the righteous be prevented with death, yet shall he be in rest. For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by the number of years, but wisdom is the gray hair unto men. Yeah, because this wisdom gives you a long life, as the scriptures tell you. So without wisdom, there is no long life for you. Okay, there's going to be no long life. You're going to take your own self out of this place because you lack the wisdom of the Lord, man. Remember, this wisdom is life onto you. All right. So you're supposed to lose everything on this side to gain the true life. All right. But those that try to save their lives on this side, they're going to gain death from it. It says, but wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and unspotted life is old age. He pleased Yahweh and was beloved of him, so that living among sinners, he was translated. You see, and that's what we all hope for. All right, that the Lord have mercy for us and our households. All right, and anybody that's of the will of the Lord to be able to endure and, you know, see that salvation. Okay, we all hope that we are translated from this wicked place onto the new bodies, man, and being able to be part of the first fruits, all right, of the kingdom. You know, first round pick, draft pick, all right, first round draft pick onto the kingdom. That's what you want, because in the second death there is no power, as the scriptures tell you, man. You're gonna miss all the fun. You're gonna miss all the ruling that Yahweh Shai and the rest of the elect gonna do. Okay. I'll bring these two last. These are through the Spirit, came out twice already. We're going to bring them out again. This is 2nd Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. That's right. Great labor has the Lord created his elect, right, to be able to endure all the way into the end. Okay, Lord willing, we are those men and those you know, Lord willing, the few sisters that listen, you know, you are part of that elect also. This is Hosea 4:6, and it says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten thy law, Yahweh, Salakia, the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. That's right. And those are going to be the main people that, you know, the Lord gonna forget the children of those that were basically in the time of Yahushua, you know, basically agreeing to have him crucified, man. As they had said in those days, man, let the blood be on us and on our children. All right. And you're pretty much the that multitude that's born in vain for those exact words, man, that came out of your mouth. Right? Every idle word a man shall speak shall be held accountable for in the day of judgment, man. And that's what they're going through in these last days, man. All right. They're being held accountable for those words, exact words that they used in those times. All right, when Yahweh Shai was being crucified. So hey, that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rochakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. Enduring as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai. You sisters continue to learn in silence, watching the true men of the Lord. All right, and Lord willing, we are those men. All right, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. The water for tuning in too, and the water for the precepts. Appreciate it. Shalom.